Breaking news, everyone. Meghan Markle is trying to thwart South Park. Her and her friends at Paramount are trying to put a little spoke in South Park's wheels, trying to delay them from releasing their season 27. Now, you might remember that their last season, 26, was about 2 years ago when one of their episodes, in fact, episode 2, was the worldwide privacy tour. And ever since then, Meghan Markle has been very upset with them. Let's get into it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Leilani of Barbados. You might remember that Meghan Markle stalked Brian Robbins, the co-CEO of Paramount Global, and his wife, Tracy Robbins, all the way down to Jamaica. Jamaica! And then after that, they had dinners. And then you saw Tracy Robbins featured heavily on With Love Meghan over and over and over again because Meghan Markle wanted to show everyone that Tracy Robbins is her BFF. And now Paramount Pictures is having a problem with South Park releasing its episodes. I wonder why. South Park creators rip Paramount merger show amid $16 million Trump settlement. It's effing up South Park. South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone took aim at Paramount Global's show merger with Skydance Media after Comedy Central announced a delay to the show's new season premiere on the very same morning that the media giant agreed to a $16 million settlement with President Donald Trump. The comedy duo issued a scorching statement just 30 minutes after the announcement that South Park season 27 would now be pushed back 2 weeks to July 23rd. By the way, as I said, it's been 2 years since season 26. But anyhow, Parker and Stone blamed the delay on the merger, which is pending FCC approval. The deal's decision deadline lands on July 7th. Well, I think that's what Parker and Stone were made to believe. There's a red herring. Oh, we have this merger. There's this, we have to settle this lawsuit. There's a lot of things going on. But the creators of South Park don't understand why their show has to be pushed back. They said this merger is a show and it's effing up South Park. They wrote on X via the show's official account. We are at the studio working on new episodes and we hope the fans get to see them somehow. Despite not specifying how the merger impacted their show, because it shouldn't. The creators' frustration appears rooted in wider internal tensions around how the company has navigated its bid to finalize the deal. I'm just going to insert here. Paramount suddenly wants full control over South Park's creativity and editorial control over them. This is something they never had before. As you know, South Park is a very popular show. It has been for decades. And South Park has never backed down on its freedom of speech. It's never backed down on its creative control. So suddenly now, out of nowhere, Paramount wants to have everything go through legal, if you will. The handling of the lawsuit led to conflict within the 60 Minutes team, that is the Trump thing. Two of the show's key staff, then executive producer Bill Owens and CBS News chief Wendy McMahon, resigned after purportedly resisting the idea of a settlement and complaints of top-down editorial pressure and corporate executives. South Park season 26 aired more than 2 years ago with just 6 episodes. As I said, Episode 2 was a worldwide privacy tour, and fans have been left in limbo ever since Paramount's protracted $8 billion merger with Skydance was announced. And by the way, since 2 years, I have seen all your comments. I have read all of your direct messages to me saying, what's going on? South Park should be releasing episodes on Meghan Markle. The first one was a banger. And then also, she's failed so hard. Spotify deal, couldn't they have done an episode on that? What about the absurd interviews she did? What about her failed businesses and fake businesses? What about the twerking episode? What about that? They could have had so much. One thing Meghan has done is given us comedy gold. And yet, she doesn't want to embrace that. She wants to interfere with South Park. She is so hell-bent and she's so grudgeful that she will not give up. She went and made friends with these people. She went and flew down to Jamaica. Nobody invited. That was a Bob Marley movie premiere. She did not fit into that. And she went down there and she got booed just to get close to Brian Robbins and Tracy Robbins and to forge a relationship with them. How is that? Now I ask you, Brian Robbins, because there are a lot of arms of Paramount, but he is the co-CEO of Paramount. So I would say he has more influence than you and me. All right, let's put it that way. How is it that you, in your top position in life, are taking Meghan Markle seriously when the only thing she has done for us is give us comedy and something to laugh at? And let me tell you, that South Park episode, the one they actually got out and didn't get sued for, is the undoing of her. That was really where she became the laughing stock of the entire world. So look at it that way. Okay, if you want views, if you want streaming, if you want, that is the way to go. Look at Meghan Markle as comedy, as to not be. I know she wants to be, an entrepreneur and a founder and a businesswoman, all these things, but that has not worked out for her. The only thing that's worked out for her is that she's a meme. Instead, Paramount is doing all this legwork to say, we have these other things we have to do. We have to do these mergers. We have to do this lawsuit thing. They're even threatening South Park themselves with a lawsuit because they want full rights to South Park. They want to control what South Park's content is. Because remember, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets.
What Meghan wants, Meghan gets.
To which South Park responded in a legal letter, we hereby demand that you, Redbird and Skydance, immediately cease your interference. If these activities continue, we will have no choice but to act to both protect our rights and discharge any obligations we may have to the public. South Park has a non-exclusive contract with any partners they have, whether it's Comedy Central, HBO, they always have their full control. And so the problem is right now, and I'm trying to make it quite simple because it's very complicated and all of these Hollywood scammers and players are involved. But basically, it is that South Park wants to maintain what they have done all these years. As I said, South Park, ain't nobody can sue them. They have done what they did about a lot of people, including Meghan Markle and Harry. And nobody can take them down. They have good lawyers. They win every lawsuit. So for them, they're like, I don't need you to tell me what to do, Paramount. Where did you come from with all this bravado? Meghan Markle invited your wife to Mahjong, and therefore you have to now fight her battles. I am very disappointed in a kind of executive like Brian Robbins. South Park has very diehard fans, and we have been waiting for these episodes. And for him to not recognize that, but recognize Meghan Markle as she is a lackluster, non-talent, can't deliver, lose money for every company she's worked with, is crazy to me. So people have been making a lot of memes and AI generated South Park like videos, which of course must infuriate South Park as well. Like, we need to put out our episode. You have this one here where you have Trey and Matt saying, thanks for the idea for a new episode. You have this one of her being rolled into the hospital room and then her twerking on the bed, and then it turns into an entire dance party with strobe lights dancing. Oh my goodness. You have world-class pyrotechnics, she's watching how everything is going to be filmed and portrayed for her. Then you have Respect Our Pregnancy with poor Harry on the back there of the motorcycle. These are creations that South Park would have done. I don't know if these are actual leaks from South Park episodes. And then you have in the back the production and editing for it. Somebody saying, I'd rather be watching welding. You have them on the red carpet with Prince Harry vacuuming. Let South Park free! Liberate them! There's a doctor there. Let's go, Ginger. Put some swing in those hips. Because they're supposed to be in, a hospital. And they're doing the most. Now we're spinning on our hands with our legs spread out. Don't forget to invite the DJ to the birth. Oh, I love this one. This is Prince William and King Charles watching it. This is something we have all envisioned in our heads, that King Charles and Prince William must have seen this working and been like, what has life come to for them? It's just so many different memes and ideas that they came up with. I love this one here of her drinking from the IV because nothing in the video, the twerking video, seemed real for hospital procedure. That's why that came about. And you have the dancing here, the break dancing and the DJ in the room. And there's just so many different things. There's her becoming famous with the baby mama dance. An exquisite choice, Duchess. And then oh my goodness, there's the characters from South Park imitating the fake belly and the baby mama dance. There's so much. And this has all been put out in anticipation of South Park having a second go at the dastardly duo. So I just want to remind you, I don't know how much of this is South Park actually leaked footage and how much of it is AI generated memes, but South Park is eager to release their footage of whatever they've been doing for their fans, and this woman is just messing everything up. But now we know why, because I was really wondering, why is she after Paramount Brian Robbins? She has Netflix, she has Ted Sarandos in her pocket, she has her $100 million deal. Like, why are you going after a competing streamer, which is Paramount, to Netflix? But now we know why. All has been revealed in time. In the meantime, she's trying to pretend that she's selling fake wine in her fake business and how everybody has to wait for it. And she's putting up these fake customers saying, oh, I had to postpone my dental appointment because I had to make sure that I bought the wine instead at that time. They're even canceling their medical appointments just to buy Meghan Markle's wine. And all of these crazy things. She's like, I love it. I just love this one. But that's so fake. There's no way that anybody's actually doing that just to buy her wine, which, by the way, it has no delivery date. July 7th, she might start shipping it, but doesn't mean you're gonna get it anytime soon. And you have to order 3 bottles minimum. You have to pay exorbitant shipping fees. It's crazy that she thinks that she's running a business. She's like the biggest troll on earth. And the fact that people who are calling themselves Hollywood executives are taking her seriously and messing up huge income projects like South Park, the bread and butter of Comedy Central. I don't know what's happening here, but I think it's gonna fall apart very quickly because nobody like Meghan Markle should be able to control something like South Park. So we'll see how it all pans out, because South Park does not play. They are holding strong to their content and their way of doing business. And I love that for them. And I love that you are watching me, and thank you so much for watching me. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the algoritmo. Put comments down. Tell me what you think. Do you think that this is a orchestrated attempt at silencing South Park? Do you think that South Park is going to win against Meghan Markle and her cohorts? Whatever you think, just tell me down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. I have a lot more coming for you. I love you, and you know that. Bye.
Bye.